Respected sadhakas, welcome. Salutations to Parabrahma, to our own Ishtadevata, to all our Upanishad Acharya Guru Parampara. Let us salute wholeheartedly Shruti Mata. Today is the first day of Sharad Rutu Navaratras. So, first 3 days Durga Puja, then Lakshmi, then Saraswati is done. So let us just chant Durga Suktam because we are studying Upanishads. The Vedic mantras are best offerings early in the morning. During the day, one can involve in variety of pujas to invoke Mother Durga's blessings for removal of all obstacles en route to spiritual sadhana. Let us start. Om Atha Taittiriya अंतर्गत दशम प्रपाठक अंतर्गत द्वितीयोनुवाकः दुर्गा सूक्तम् ओम जातवेदसे सुनवामसो ममराति यतो निदहाति वेदः स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वानावेव सिन्धुं दुरितात्यग्निः तामग्निवर्णां तपसा ज्वलन्तीं वैरोचनीं कर्मफलेषु जुष्टां दुर्गां देवीगं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये सुतरसि तरसे नमः अग्ने त्वं पारयानव्यो अस्मान् स्वस्तिभिरति दुर्गाणि विश्वा पूश्च पृथ्वी बहुला न उर्वी भव तोकायतनया यशय्योः विश्वानि नो दुर्गः जातवेदः सिन्धुन्न नावा दुरितातिपर्षि अग्ने अत्रिवन्मनसा गृणानोऽस्माकं बोध्यभिता तनूनां वृतनाजितगं सहमानमुग्रमग्निगं हुवेम परमात् सधस्तात् स नः पर्षदति दुर्गाणि विश्वाक्षामद्देवो अतिदुरितात्यग्निः प्रत्नोषिकमीढ्यो अध्वरेषु सनाच्च होता नव्यश्च सत्सि स्वाञ्चाग्ने तनुवं विप्रयस्वास्मभ्यं च सौभगमायजस्व गोभिर्जुष्टमयुजो निषिक्तं तवेन्द्रविष्णोरनुसञ्चरेम नाकस्य पृष्ठमभि संवसानो वैष्णवीं लोक इह मादयन्ताम् ॐ कात्यायनाय विद्महे कन्याकुमारि धीमहि तन्नो दुर्गिः प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Beautiful spending of our mornings in our efforts trying to understand the Shruti Mata, the Upanishads, the Vedanta. How far we have reached is a reliable or relevant question. Same time, how we are regular, sincere, that can be a better question. Once we are regular and sincere, definitely the grace of Guru Parampara, the Lord, the Shruti Mata will be there on us and slowly, steadily trying to reveal the hidden thoughts, hidden informations, hidden understandings and secrets along with their importance. Most important is the importance of this knowledge, the value of this knowledge, the purpose of this knowledge, how this spiritual knowledge liberates us, where we are actually bound, and how this knowledge helps us in liberation. The clarity regarding this is very, very essential. After that, alone, genuinely, sincerely, we becoming sadhakas do exclusively spiritual sadhana to reach to the goal. These all intermediate, unavoidable uh, understandings and maturities. Shruti Mata herself will bless us, the Guru Parampara will bless us, the Lord will bless us with our continuity, seriousness, sincerity. nowhere to go, no need to compare with anyone, no again thoughts of going back to the old world of no spirituality, only worldliness. Those cares when we take and relentlessly apply ourselves, try to apply in a better manner, in a more concentrated manner, in a more wanting to know with that desire. When we do, definitely things are revealed to us. We are now, by God's grace, after doing few of the Upanishads, we are into the eighth Upanishad, Aitareya Upanishad. This Aitareya Upanishad, mm, mm, Mahidasa, just like the story of Dhruva in Bhagavata, in the Vedic period, this is the Mahidasa story. Exactly, it is said. He also wants to be in the lap of his father. Maybe he also had some co-brother, somebody. Then father denied him. Then his mother was there. Her name was Itara. She is a great devotee. They though belong to the very low caste. All of them are in that fourth class of the life. ब्राह्मण क्षत्रिय वैश्य नहीं शूद्र ऐसे कहते हैं. Then mother was a great devotee of Mother Earth Prithvi. So it seems the Mata Prithvi has arrived and she is the one who made this Mahidasa seated on a great position somewhere, and she is the one who taught him that Brahma Vidya. That Brahma Vidya, when it revealed to him, then he revealed it to the world. So the Hitara is a mother, so Mother Hitara's son, therefore his name is Aitareya. That is why this name of the Upanishad has come as the Aitareya Upanishad. So Itara Putra Mahidasa, he is the one to whom the Shruti Mata revealed this great knowledge experience, which is so beautifully we are seeing the simple truths are told in simple manner and easily we can relate them with what is happening in our own life every day in terms of our faculties, our perceptions of this world. Aitareya Upanishad that way is a simple, sweet, non-complicated, direct Upanishad. Even the Ishavasya, though smaller than this, is more difficult in the contemplation there. But Aitareya is so simple it is. We have started, we have done in the first Adhyaya, the first Khanda. In that, we have seen the four shlokas in which only Parambrahma was there. He only did Ikshana. He created the lokas. Thereafter, he wanted to create Lokapala. For that, he first brought out the Hiranyagarbha, Virat Purusha. From the Virat Purushas, Sharira as meditation Sankalpa done by the Paramatma alone. The Golaka, the Indriya Adhisthana Devatas, Lokapalakas have come. Then those Lokapalakas are to be given the place to stay. So they are endowed with the hunger and they requested, please put us in respective places, staying where we quench our hunger thirst comfortably. So this is a topic going on. Without that, before that, they having been created, they have fallen into this Mahati Samudra Samsara Arnave. What is Samsara Arnava? That wonderful topic we have seen. Now in today's thing, we will see the third one. After bringing the cow, Gam Anayat, Te Vai Amurvan Navai Noyam Alamiti. Then Ashwam Anayat, Te Vai Amurvan Navai Noyam Alamiti. Then Purusham Anayat, Sukrutam Bata Iti. When the Purusha Akara, which is exactly like the replica of that Virat Purusha was brought for them for their stay. They were happy. Then what happened? Those 2, 3 mantras of this second khanda we have to study today. And all of them are very subjective. We can even see this is how the whole world is manifested from that Paramatma. All complicated struggles to understand arrival of Jagat from Paramatma is sorted out with faith if we can meditate on merely the meaning of these mantras and nothing new. As it is said here, that is the fact. It is Rishi Proktam. It is revealed to the Rishi by the Shruti Mata. There is no need of any addition or improvement or deletion or even any complication. Straight as it is said here, if you can thoroughly understand and feel it, we are into the correct, perfect understanding that at the time of the Jagat's expression, how the Jagat has come from the Lord is the process. And anyhow, our goal is not to establish the reality of the Jagat, arrival of the Jagat Srishti from the Lord. Our goal is Paramatma only, about which slowly from the third khanda the Jnanam starts being revealed to us. Let us start the day. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyaha. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Bhishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarva Lokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah. Om Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Pada Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Om Vidita Shastra Sudha Jalade Mahitopanishad Kathitartha Nidhe Hrudaye Kalaye Vimalam Charanam Bhava Shankara Deshikame Sharanam. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilakshyam Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Triguಣರಹಿತಂ Sadgurum Tam Namami. Parambrahmane Shrutimatre Samasta Brahma Vidyacharya Rishibhyo Munibhyo Gurubhyo Devatabhyo Namaha. Shri Aitareya Upanishadha Acharyebhyo Namaha. Asmadgurubhyo Namaha. Tesham Sarvesham Krupa Anugrahena उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यपरम्परायाः भगवत् भक्तपरम्परायाः समस्त वेदान्तानां योगसाधनानां पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण समस्त विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति विश्व कल्याण विश्व एकता विश्व पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये निष्ठित अस्माकं सह समस्त भक्त साधक सेवक जिज्ञासु नाम धर्म संस्थापकानां पूर्णायुरारोग्य ऐश्वर्य क्षेम स्थैर्य धैर्य वीर्य विजयादि प्राप्ति द्वारा समस्त शक्ति साधना संपदा सानुकूल्यता प्राप्ति द्वारा बाह्य अभ्यंतर शत्रु विघ्न निर्मूलन द्वारा अस्मिन् दिव्य धर्म संस्थापन कार्ये दिग्विजयार्थं श्री ऋग्वेदांतर्गत ऐतरेयारण्यक अंतर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषदः पारायणमाद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे आदौ पारायणम् ॐ मनस्तावतमः शान्त्यै यस्य पादनखच्छट शरदिन्दुरिवा भाति तं वन्दे नीलचिन्मणिम् ॐ अथ श्रीऋग्वेदान्तर्गत ऐतरेय उपनिषद प्रथमोऽध्यायः शान्तिमन्त्रः ॐ वाङ्मे मनसि प्रतिष्ठिता मनो मे वाचि प्रतिष्ठितम् आविराविर्म एधि वेदस्य माणेस्तः श्रुतं मे मा प्रहासीः अनेनाधीतेनाहोरात्रान् सन्दधामि ऋतं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्वक्तारमभत्ववतु मामवतु वक्तारमवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ अथ द्वितीयः खण्डः chant these 5 mantras ता एताः देवताः सृष्टाः अस्मिन् महत्यर्णवे प्रापतन् तम् अशनाया पिपासाभ्याम् अन्ववार्जत् ता एनमब्रुवन् आयतनं नः प्रजानीहि यस्मिन् प्रतिष्ठिताः अन्नमदाम इति ताभ्योगाम् आनयत् ता अब्रुवन् न वैनोयमलमिति ताभ्योऽश्वमानयत् ता अब्रुवन् न वैनोयमलमिति ताभ्यः पुरुषमानयत् ता अब्रुवन् सुकृतं बतेति पुरुषो वाव सुकृतं ता अब्रवीद यथा आयतनं प्रविशत इति अग्निर्वाग् भूत्वा मुखं प्राविशत् वायुः प्राणो भूत्वा नासिके प्राविशत् आदित्यः चक्षुर्भूत्वा अक्षिणी प्राविशत् दिशः श्रोत्रं भूत्वा कर्णौ प्राविशन् ओषधिवनस्पतयो लोमानि भूत्वा त्वचं प्राविशन् चन्द्रमा मनो भूत्वा हृदयं प्राविशत् मृत्युः अपानो भूत्वा नाभिं प्राविशत् आपो रेतो भूत्वा शिश्नं प्राविशत् तम् अशनाया पिपासे अब्रूताम् आवाभ्याम् अभिप्रजानीहि इति ते अब्रवीत् एतासु एव वां देवतासु आभजामि एतासु भागिन्यौ करोमि इति तस्मात् यस्यै कस्यै च देवतायै हविर्गृह्यते भागिन्यौ एव अस्याम् अशनाया पिपासे भवतः ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. So in the second mantra they fell into this great ocean. Thereafter what Bhagavan has done is he has made them first tam means to that Virat Purusha Bhagavan endowed him with the hunger. He has done the sankalpa for this faculty of the hunger and thirst to enter into that Virat Purusha. That is what is tam sthana karana devata utpatti bija bhutam purusham prathama utpaditam pindam atmanam ashanaya pipasabhyam anvavarjatu anugamitawan Sayyojitavan iti artha. So that Purusha who is the Bija for Sthana, Bija for the Karana, Bija for the Devata Utpatti. That Purusha, that Virat Purusha, who is Prathama Utpaditam, the first expressed, first created from that Paramatma, Pindam, who is that Pinda. Though is a Virat Purusha, Pindam Atmanam. Now underline this word Atmanam. That Virat Purusha is no other than the Paramatma Purusha only for the sake of creation, expressing in the sequence at that level as that. From beginning only in the study of the development of creation, at every step of creation, the created should not be forgotten to be the creator himself expressing that way through his own Ikshana Sankalpa Dhyana. It has to be so because other than him, there was nothing before the creation. Therefore, if the creation has to come, it has to come not for nothing from nothing, but from the thing which is there earlier. Earlier thing is only Paramatma. Therefore, Paramatma alone is expressing in this form. This thought has to be deeply, without neglecting, carefully to be carried. Our drishti, first of all, should become that everything in this world, whether it is in the Jadatmaka Rupanama Jagat, whether it is in the form of the Jiva identifying the Upadhis, whether it is the Devatas who are managing the show of everything, all of that is the expression of one Paramatma only. That bhavana has to become so strong, after which the notions that are created in the mind in the form of variety of thoughts which obstruct our inner deeper contemplation on the exactly truth are removed, are not allowed to precipitate. So just like in Bhakti Shastra, here also everything is Bhagavad Swarupa with this idea toward the world. When the world is seen as the bhoga vastu, the negative thoughts which used to crop up and make us extroverted, those delusions should not be there. Only in that calm and quiet mind that this Paramatma from whom all these have come is said, on him we can contemplate in our cave of the heart to discover him. This is the process, and this is the only process. If this process of inner contemplation to discover the self is not done, and for that the qualification Rumi quietness is not gained, and for that the negative thoughts regarding the world are not removed, and for that if the whole world is not seen only as Paramatma, then we will be eternally away from the truth and realization, and moksha will be always in the cycle of birth and death of samsara. This is what is to be kept in heart. Therefore, pindam atmanam, to that self only, ashanaya pipasabhyam anvavarjat anugamitavan sanyojitavan ityartaha. He being Sarvagna, Sarvashaktiman, his sankalpa was enough for this Virat Purusha to have ashanaya pipasa, hunger and thirst in him. Then what happened? Tasya karanabhutasya ashanayadi doshavatvat. He being the karana and he has got the dosha of the ashana pipasa. Then what happened? Tat karyabhutanam api. The effects of this Virat Purusha called as all these Devatas also Devatanamapi Ashanayadi Matvam. They also got in their hierarchy the Ashana Pipasa to themselves also. So from the Virat Purusha, Devatas also got hunger and thirst in them. Tastaha. Then those devatas, tataha, thereafter, Ashanaya Pipasabhyam Pidyamanaha were Pidyamana, were in that scorching pain, dukkha of this hunger and thirst. Enam Pitamaham Srashtaram Abruvan Uktavatyaha. To this Pitamaha, the Srashta, the Paramatma, they directly asked, addressed, requested. What did they say? Ayatanam adhishtanam naha asmabhyam prajanihi vidatsva. So ayatanam adhishtanam, the place for us to stay, please provide to us, show to us. Because any of the eating or consumption or the bhoga has to be done, you can't do it hanging somewhere here and there, running restlessly here and there. One stationary abode has to be there, staying where we can consume. Every of the Pashu Bakshi also you can see. And the tiger may run and hunt its prey, and having killed it, it may take it for a lot of kilometers. But when it has to eat, it will have to stop somewhere and consume. So to a bird when it takes its own some prey and flies in the आकाश, कहीं जाकर कोई पेड़ के डाली पे या कहीं वो वहाँ रुक कर ही उसका भोजन करेगा. So too a dog when takes something, somewhere it stops and eats. So an ayatanam, an abode, a place of adhisthana is required suitable for consumption of whatever that is required to quench their hunger and thirst. So that's how they asked for the ayatanam. Now these are all depicted in the form of story. While listening it in that way, we must also understand this is how in his own Sankalpa Ishvara manifested everything. So when we say that he has made Virat Purusha, he only expressed as Virat Purusha. When we say from the Virat Purusha, the Golakas, the Indriyas, the Ayatanas have come, means he only did the Sankalpa through them. Now he gave the hunger to Virat. From the Virat Purusha, the hunger to the all Devatas, he only made to enter. Now he only being in the Devatas as if making them ask him only, give us the award, give us the adhishtanam. So in this way, our training should be the vision of the Lord only, following all these processes of expressing himself as this universe or the world of multiplicity for the sake of jivas to have their karma phala bhoga sthana, bhoga upakarana, sadhana sthana, sadhana, upakarana ityadi. And why should there be any doubt when we talk in this way that the whole world in front of us is expression of the divinity for the exhaustion of our vasanas, for the conduction of our duties, for the sadhana of ours to come out. And millions of Mahatmas, yogis, they have done this only and then transcended the whole world. They discovered oneness with Paramatma with the same process and got liberated. So, in this way, we have to bring our intellect's purity, and then it's this type of inquiry to come to understand the purpose of the world is not for bhoga and getting lost in samsara. The purpose of world, as said in all our shastras, is only for our survival, sadhana, siddhi. So here they have asked for the abode adhishtanam ayatanam. What for you want it? आयतनम अधिष्ठानम नह अस्मभ्यम प्रजानीहि विधत्स्व. हमारे लिए अधिष्ठान आयतन प्लेस ऑफ स्टे प्रॉपर suitable please provide to us. यस्मिन् आयतने प्रतिष्ठिताः, having staying in those ayatanas given by you, samarthaha, we become capable of samarthaha satyah annam adamaha bhakshayamaha iti. We consume our respective foods and survive. Obviously goes without saying, do the work, O Lord, given by you. So in this way, these all devatas have asked. In this description of it, we will see that he makes the cow and horse and then human, then they enter into human being. They all the phenomena is only is being expressed. Thereafter, be attentive. In the third khanda, we will see Paramatma himself entering into that and playing the play, be attentive, of Jagra Swapna Sushupti Purusha. In this sequence of events, when we listen, understand, and accept things, we will see, be attentive, the redundancy of acceptance of the strong jivahood, identifying with the upadhi, living life only at this level, forgetting his own essential nature, being the Paramatma himself. In the lack of this knowledge, that functional individuality which is nothing but expression of Paramatma, has become a serious individualized ego, forgetting its essential oneness with the truth, lost only in the Upadhi Tadatmya, then Bhashya Vyavahara, then the entire samsara of Raga Dvesha Kama Krodha Sukha Dukha through karma and karma phala. All of that is the degradation not required. That is where we get lost in samsara. There are two things as we are studying in Yoga Darshanam also. One is general common principle happening, where the Prakriti Purusha come together, Purusha becomes the drashta of the Prakriti. In that there is no samsara. So too, when Paramatma expresses as the Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, Purusha in all dehas, there is no samsara. But when that Paramatma is forgotten, main point is this, that one Paramatma is forgotten who is beyond all these expressions, therefore has the freedom and power to express through this way as his play. When that Paramatma is lost or forgotten, the entire samsara is taken as real, then we suffer. Like the boss or the father is forgotten or his presence is forgotten. How the office staff or the children or the children in the school when the teacher has not come, how they chaotically do everything which is not to be done. Same way, in the forgetfulness of Paramatma's presence only, all the non-required things start get projected. So, inherently in the forgetfulness of the God, called as Maya or Avidya, these projections of the world taken to be real. World is already projected. Taken as real and really involving in it as if it is real, and suffering happens. Like a hero in that movie, how much ever he acts, he is not bound by that because he never takes it as real. In and through his 4 5 months of shooting, how much ever seriously, sincerely, variety of the scenes he is shooting, he very clearly knows that he is a Purusha, somebody other than the acted character with all its roles or the dialogues delivered or whatever the actions that are done. In the same way, forgetting we are the untouched Purusha Tattva, cause of samsara. Maintaining our identity with the Purusha Tattva, then playing the play of multiplicity is not a samsara. A Jivan Mukta, we can see him like that only when the Lord comes as Avatara. At that time also he remaining in his identity with that absolute self, he plays the play through the Upadhi. So this has to click to us. So yasmin ayatane pratishtitaha samartaha satyaha annam madamaha bhakshayamaha iti. Staying in the abodes, we want to have the anna bhakshana. So give us the usthana, the adhisthana, the place of stay. Then eva muktaha ishvaraha. Then the Lord, when he was requested like this by them, second mantra visa, tabhyo gam anayat ta abruvan navainoyam alam iti tabhyah ashvam anayat ta abruvan navainoyam alam iti. So we have chanted this second mantra. So simple direct meaning tabhyah devatabhyah. I am taking up directly the bhashyam. Tabhyah devatabhyah, to those devatas, for their devatas, gam. Gam means gava akrutim. Gava akrutim. In the shape of the cow, gava akruti vishishtam pindam. That one expression pindam. Tabhya eva adhyah. Purvavat. From the same Panchamahamuta backed the Jala Tattva as the Ishvara Tattva or the Hiranyagarbha was brought out or the Virat Purusha was brought out. In the same way, he brought out from the same thing Purvavat Pindam Samudritya. Samudritya Murchayitva Anayat Darshitavan. So Tabhya Gam Anayat. Anayat means brought. Why he brought Darshitavan? To show for their selection. But Anayat, how did he bring? As he brought out the Virat Purusha, in the same way, he brought, you can imagine, that the Panchamahabhutas, Ab Sambandhi, then with his own hands or Sankalpa, he made the required adjustment in the raw material, after which it took the shape of a cow. है ना? जो पापड़ वगैरह बनाते या नमकीन वगैरह तेल में सेकने वाले बनाते, how in different vessels it is done, and you put it in the tail, that shaped namkeen comes in many of the whatever the things you make. In the same way, from the earlier created lokas of Panchamahabhuta, he brought out that required matra of each of them, admixed them, used his own hands, capacity to do work, let us say, and a shape of the cow with all qualities in the cow endowed in it, he brought and darshitavan. Anayat darshitavano. Then what happened? Taha punaha gava akritim društva amruvan. So they all have seen that gava akriti. They went around it. They have inquired about it. The positive, non-positive, everything of this cow. Then it all appeared good. The sadhu jantu gives the milk. सब ठीक ठाक है, पर उतना दिमाग नहीं है उनमें, जो कि जो अन्नमायतनम करना है या जीव को हेल्प करना है परमात्मा को जानने के लिए, ये वाला गाय का शरीर इज नॉट सफिशिएंट इक्विपमेंट टू एक्सप्रेस फुल्ली देवताओं का बोथ द एबिलिटी ऑफ अन्न अदनम, also ability of helping the jiva. Okay, therefore what did they say? Na vai naha asmatartham adhishtanaya annam attum ayam pindaha alam navai. See, clarity of the Bhashya. Navai noyam alam iti. Na alam. Naha. Naha means for us. Na means not. Alam means sufficient. Iti, in this way, this cow is not sufficient for us. Not capable for us. They did not fight and reject and say, but काफी नहीं है उन्होंने कहा. So भाष्यकार ने क्या कहा? न वही. Navai means not at all. Vai means at all. Na means never. Not at all. Vai never. Naha. Naha means for us. For us means what? Asmadartham. For our sake. For which we asked you. What we asked you? Adhishtanaya. For the sake of Adhisthana. Why we wanted the Adhisthana? Annamattu. So for us to stay as an Adhisthana, having stayed there as an Adhisthana in it, and for the purpose of Anna Adanam, we want to stay in the Adhisthana. For the sake of that Anna Adanam, this Pindaha, this Gau Pindaha, which you brought, O Lord, Navai Alam, it is not sufficient. Alam means Paryaptaha. Means what? Attum Nayogya ityartha. It is not the fit one, the best one for us to consume. Staying in that. No, if the Bhagwan said, no, इससे बढ़िया मैं नहीं बना सकता हूँ, then they would have entered in that only, and हम सब गाय ही बनकर रह जाते थे. That guy, this guy, जो इंग्लिश वाले बोलते हैं, वो हिंदी में बोल रहे हैं. So, what is the thing that is less in the cows? As we saw, each of the bhoga cannot be improved at all in that cow yoni. Cannot be taken to the perfection level. It's a very meager level, the bhoga, as well as the yoga also, the devatas cannot give to the jiva who will occupy the cow sharira आगे जाकर. Therefore, navai noyam alam iti. हमारे लिए ये सफिशिएंट नहीं है अधिष्ठान के रूप में रहने के लिए और अन्न अदन करने के लिए. Bhagavan was also not any, fighting type or so these are all symbolically, subtly we have to think about. कि a jiva who just want to graze grass and become little useful for the world and stay at that level without thinking about his own evolution, self-discovery, like a cow life, is not a great wise life. Though the Devatas said that is not alam, but many of us live the cowboy level of life, where little help done, like the cow does by giving the milk, etc., and consuming the grass, eating the grass. Cow is not bothered about who am I, where from I have come, who is the Lord. कोई जरूरत नहीं उसको घास दे दो थोड़ा सा काम करा दो बस वो कर लेता. So the cow type of jivana of the very unactive, very lazy, lethargic, not is covetable. To convey to that point, this is it. So the jiva alone at the level of cow's evolution will live life like a cow only, even though he can be human sharira. Like Jagurudev very clearly says, body is man's. But in the body men, there are stone men, there are plant men, there are animal men, and there are man. Finally, there are God men also. Our job is staying in the man's sharira, reaching to the God man stage. Before that, become man. For that, come out of the animal man and stone man. Stone man, plant man, bird or animal man, God man. 5 levels. So the cow is rejected, cow sharira. But later on, cows are alive. In them also the indriyas are working. There are no way without the indriya, the adhisthana devata. Cow also cannot have all those able to see or digest and all. But they are not the perfect abodes sought by them. Those adhisthana devatas. Then what he did, Paramatma, ki na yogya ityartha gavi pratyakhyate. When the cow is rejected by them, tabhyaha, for their sake, ashvam anayatu. He brought the horse. Same way you can understand, he brought out next lump of the Panchamahamuta admixture. Then with his hands, the variety of the action, he prepared the shape of the horse. And then in that all the horse abilities of running faster can become for a soldier to sit on it, or even it can carry the cart, etc., horse cart. Little more rajasic and dynamic and active and covering more distances. Cow doesn't cover much distance. वो बस वहाँ काउ शेड में रहता है, ग्रेजिंग के लिए जहाँ ले जाओ तो जाएगा बस. हॉर्स ऐसा नहीं, यू कैन क्रॉस इवन देशास ओनली. घास में बैठकर युद्ध के लिए कहाँ कहाँ नहीं जाते. तो more capable is horse in this way than the cow. He brought that horse-shaped pindam. Gavi pratyakhyane tabhya ashram anayat. And looking at the ashram around, they inquired about the ashram. Then they said, this is what it does. Then ta abruvan. Then they said, navainoyam alam iti purvavatu. भाष्यकार तो पूरा भाष्य नहीं लिखते, जैसा पहले का वहाँ ऐसा यहाँ भी वैसे ही पढ़ लो. तो they said for us to stay as an adhisthana and to have the suitable khana or bhojana or asana vibhasa, this ashva sharira also is not alam, not sufficient. They rejected. So this is what is the second shloka, offering cow and horse, they rejecting for their abode to stay. हो गया सेकंड श्लोक में. Now third shloka begins. In that way, here the Shakti Mata has not said, but one can imagine he might have brought many animals like that of elephants, like that of ऊंट, like that of tigers or the lions. सारा उन्होंने बना बनाकर लाया होगा. Every one of them, they looked at them, all the devata, and said, नवैनोयमलम नवैनोयमलम नवैनोयमलम. बहुत सारे बना. इसलिए यहाँ लिखते हैं इन द संबंध भाष्य फॉर द थर्ड मंत्र, सर्व प्रत्याख्याने. Sarva means everything. Pratyakhyana means when it is rejected. Everything is rejected. That shows that how many lower shariras reject kar karke we evolve to the human level. Let us follow at this time, for the time being, Darwin's theory, only to know the preciousness of this human life. According to Vedanta, pure Parabrahma Paramatma, when expressing as Jiva in different forms, different yonis he made, he entered into them. The Darwin theory of from one cellular organism up to the human evolution has happened. Once it partially our Shruti accepts, otherwise it doesn't accept. In the avatar evolution from Matsya Kuru Mara Narsimha, you can see that only. From the Jalachara to the Ubhayachara to the Bhuchara, slowly to the Akashachara Devata evolution. That is exactly the Darwin way of theory of the Sharira's evolution. In Vedanta or in the Shastra Jnana, first Paramatma alone is there, then from him only, he only entered into Upadhis created by him, then he became Jiva. That way we start talking. Darwin's theory we don't agree. Why? Because first Paramatma alone was there. From him only the whole Srishti has come. And he himself has not become anything to suffer. Whoever is feeling suffering, he is suffering in him because of his ignorance. When ignorance is transcended, his own suffering individuality with all sufferings are transcended, merge back into the non-suffering pure self. That we see in Yoga Darshanam also today, Tasya Hetu Avidya and all that, here also same subject. Then he thought, then अब क्या करूं? What else the shariras are I can bring for them for their choice to stay. So the third mantra goes this way. Tabhyaha purusham anayat ta abruvan sukrutam bata iti purusho vava sukrutam ta abravit yatha ayatanam pravishat iti. Again, tabhyaha purusham anayat ta abruvan sukrutam bata iti purusho vava sukrutam ताब्रवीत यथा आयतनम प्रविशत इति. So tabhyah for their sake. Purusham anayat. The Purusha akara, the hands and legs and head and stomach. जो अभी हम आप और हम पुरुष है वो वाला पुरुष शरीर आकार को he brought again from the same पंच महाभूता. So looking at this body, inquiring about it, knowing all the capacities inside that human life, for them also the devatas, for them to have the fulfillment of ashana pipasa in an improved manner, and to the jiva they can help maximum who is in the human sharira for his evolution. Having known this, ta amruvan, they were honest. They were not pestering the Lord by only rejecting everything that's shown. Here they stopped. Tabruvan ki nah tabruvan sukrutam bata iti. O Lord, well done by you. You have done the best of the ayatana for us to stay. We are thankful to you. And that is why Purushobhava Sukrutam. The Purusha is the best Kruti or Akruti of the Lord. That is why the Purushas alone, whether you use it or not, have the capacities to recognize the self and get moksha or liberated. Not all other animals, birds which we see around us. Then ta abravit. Then to them he said, okay, if you have liked this ayatanam, then yatha ayatanam pravishata. Then enter, stay there, quench your thirst and hungers. Ab ghuso andar. This is what the Lord ordered them. This is what is the third mantra. Same thing we see in the Bhashyam. So क्या हुआ भाष्य को हम पढ़ेंगे तो तीसरे मंत्र का कि ताभ्यः all those devatas purusham anayat, पुरुष को लाया है. स्वयोनि bhutam. Swayoni bhutam means who is just like himself only when he came out as the Virat Purusha. Hmm. And Swayoni Bhuta also means what? The Manushya is the one who is a yoni in whom Bhagavan can be recognized. That is why भगवान को योनि बन गया मनुष्य. स्वयोनि भूतम. Yoni is उपलब्धि स्थान. So that's why a human being in his own heart contemplating can discover the Lord. So ताभ्यः पुरुषम आनयत स्वयोनि भूतम, where he becomes available. And that's why योनि भूतम होने के कारण देवता लोग भी खुश हो गए. Paramatma is discovered in every Pashu Pakshi, but by whom? The one who is in the human Deha. More probably. Some Pakshis, Pashus also who are evolving sadhakas, by some curse they become Pashu Pakshi. They also will know the truth. But that is exceptional. Otherwise, all Pakshis are not, or animals are not capable of Atma Prapti. Whereas a human being is the one, whether he does it or not, whether he lives life like animals, that is his choice. But there is capacity in the every human being to recognize their own essential self, the Lord. So taha swayonim purusham društva, having seen Purusha, the swayoni. Yeah, here for the Lord, when he at that time Bhashyakara wrote the word swayoni, the meaning of swayoni is where the Lord is available from the Lord's standpoint. Again, swayoni word is used for the devatas. Here the swayoni means that human sharira is like the yoni from where they came out. They came out from the Virat Purusha. Virat Purusha is in this form. सो ह्यूमन शरीर जैसा है वैसा ही विराट पुरुष पहले था. फ्रॉम द विराट पुरुष कॉपी करके ह्यूमन शरीर इज मेड, एंड वी knowing and seeing human sharira, understanding it limbs and all, we contemplate on the Lord Virat Purusha. That's how Virat Purusha Varnana, Vishwarupa Varnana, hundreds and hundreds places in Purana Itihasa, even in Vedanta Upanishads, we see all that is given. So here Swayoni means like their own yoni, the Virat Purush is Saman. Replica of that only. When it was there, they were doubly happy, extremely happy. Not only for its shape to be that of Virat Purusha, but the inherent abilities, capacities that are assured in this human. And in that only two things. One is the perfection in having the enjoyment of Ashna Pipasa, because Devatas got Ashna Pipasa, they have to quench it. So the best way it can be done. Second is what? For the Devatas to bless the Jiva in the human Sharira, for him to discover his essential self, it is more rewarding, more joyful for those Devatas. In दोनों कारणों से they liked this one. ताहा स्वयोनिम पुरुषम दृष्ट्वा अखिन्नाः. They did not become kheda yukta, disappointed, as they became with number of dehas that were shown earlier. Two examples given were the cow and horse. हर बार खेद को प्राप्त करते थे वो लोग, because those shariras were not up to the mark as per their requirement. Like you only cook the food and taste it. तो देखा तो हमको ही लगता है अरे ठीक नहीं है, वी ओनली ऐड लिटिल मोर सॉल्ट. फिर हमको ही लगता है अरे ठीक नहीं यार, वी ओनली लिटिल मसाला. हमको लगता है ठीक नहीं, वी ऐड सम कोरिएंडर लीव्स, या कोई ऐसे गार्निश करना. In the same way, it is Lord only in the form of those devatas, but we see the devatas adhisthana working. Therefore, unko bhi for the timing in the process, the importance is given. So they only said what? Ki asvinnaha satyah sukrutam shobhanam krutam idam adhishthanam bata iti abruvan, iti abruvan. In this way they spoke. What? Sukrutam. Sukrutam is Shobhanam. Krutam. Shobhanam Krutam. Most beautifully made idam adhishtanam. This accommodation. Bata. Indeed. Iti. In this way. Abruvan. They spoke. लाइक ना व्हेन वी गो टू फॉरेन कंट्रीज नाउअडेज हर कुछ चीज़ इंडिया में बन रहा है, पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था. वी ओनली यूज्ड टू लिव सम स्मॉल हाउसेज हटमेट्स. वहाँ जाकर वो हाउसेस का बनना, all other systems in the house, sukrutam bata only. That's why all Indians got so much fascinated and they started becoming NRIs. वहाँ का सुकृतम को देख कर ही every of the facilities that are made to stay are so comfortable, so wonderful. वो सारा इंडिया में अभी है, everywhere in the world. The supermarket culture we are seeing now from 25-30 years, उससे पहले कहाँ था? कोई किराना शॉप किराना होता था, बस all available at one place कहाँ होता था? But in the old movies you see, all in the foreign scenes, foreign scenes अगर Indian heroes वहाँ जाते तो they show us the supermarket. वो देखकर कैसा लगता था हमको, ऐसा होता है क्या? Now they are every gully in India now. But sukrutam bata. For both the reasons of adanam, asana pipasa quenching, for also to help the jiva. Devatas are ready to help all the jivas in every yoni, but every yoni gata jiva is not ready to receive. Like even in human beings also, in one class there are 40 fellows. The physics, chemistry lecturers come and give, but every fellow is not capable of catching every knowledge. Academically they do it to pass out, but it is not that they are really genuine or genius in that subject. एक आध निकलते हैं, मैथ्स वाले भी सब नहीं, in the same way. So sukrutam shobhanam krutam idam adhishtanam bata iti amruvan. They just were not a arrogant, irresponsible people. They just acknowledged, seeing that manushya sharira, that it is fantastic, very well done, excellently done. Tasmat. Therefore, be attentive. Purushaha vava. Vava means eva. Purushaha eva. Sukrutam is the real best of the instruments. Reasoning one, our Adi Shankara Bhagavan is giving here. What is that? Sarva punya karma hetutvat. Both ways it is. It is only in the human sharira that all the punya karmas can be done, and those who have done lot of punya karma, they only again and again get the human sharira. पाप ज्यादा करेंगे तो पशु योनियां उनको मिलेंगे. In this way, punya karma hetutvat. First punya karma, then antakarana shuddhi, then adhyatmika sadhana, then swarupa prapti and moksha. All of them are possible only in the human sharira. Here the punya karma need not be meant for he is doing punya for his own higher worlds. Punya karma is that where we worship the devatas, we serve the world. So punya karma is our presence becoming useful asset to the world at large. Animals cannot do the extra added पुण्य कर्म. जो काम वो कर सकते हैं, उनको ट्रेनिंग देते उतने ही करते हो. But human being can do punya karma, one side of serving the world, other side of doing extra upasanas ityadi to the devatas. That is what it is. Tasmat purusho vava. Purusha eva sukrutam. Sarva punya karma hetutvatu. Okay. Why another meaning? What is another meaning for the sukrutam? One is sukrutam because su means punya. सुकृत मतलब पुण्य को हम सुकृत करते हैं, सुकृत और दुष्कृत. सुकृत दुष्कृत is punya and papa. So sukrutam, why they said the human sharira, because in that punya can be done. Another meaning for the word sukrutam is what? Ki athava स्वयं वा स्वेन एव आत्मना स्वमायाभिः कृतत्वात् सुकृतम् इति उच्यते. Paramatma himself, by taking all interests and pains, after all trials and errors, he looking at his own first created Virat Purusha, himself out of that he created without any doubt or hesitation to be given to the Devatas. Therefore, also it is called as Sukruta. स्वयं कृतम, परमात्मा ने खुद ही दिल दिमाग लगाकर प्यार से बनाया, इसलिए सुकृत. So first Sukrutam is from the created human Sharira standpoint. Second meaning of Sukrutam is from the creator standpoint. That he has poured his best into that he created. Therefore, from his standpoint, Sukrutam. The created thing also is so capable of allowing the punya to happen through it. Therefore, from its standpoint also, it is Sukrutam. Sukrutam word used for both standpoints. Okay? Then Svenave Atmana Swamayavihi. Swamayavihi, with all his capacities, though in a miniature form, they all will be there in the Manushya. Therefore, Krutatvat Sukrutam iti uchyate. Asukrutam. Very good. Like many of the Hollywood, Bollywood, big actors, even Tollywood, Collywood, even the other politicians, businessmen, cricket player, ये चार पांच लोग जो है दुनिया में, even other sports person, other country, they have their transport vehicles, sometimes as luxurious as their own home. There are some of them have 5-6 करोड़ वाला इतना बड़ा वो जो बस होता है या कार जो, उसमें इंक्लूडिंग बाथरूम एवरीथिंग इज देयर. होल डाइनिंग ड्रेसिंग रूम इज देयर, डाइनिंग टेबल इज देयर. सुकृतम उन्होंने जैसा अपना घर वैसे बनाया. ये जो दुबई के अरब के सेठ लोग तो उनके हेलीकॉप्टर्स हो या कार ऐसे ही रहते हो. सुकृतम की बात हम बता रहे. दे मेड सेम वे भगवान ने अपने आप के अंश, अपने अपने क्वालिटी एबिलिटीज को उस मनुष्य शरीर में रखा. दैट इज वाई सुकृत बेस्ट वन इट इज. सो इसमें दे क्लैप्ड एंड कंग्रेचुलेटेड एंड थैंक्ड द ईश्वरा कि अच्छा आपने बनाया. दे कांट एंटर विदाउट हिज ब्लेसिंग्स और संकल्प एंड परमिशन. Therefore, he only said, Taha Devataha. Taha Devataha means to those Devatas. Ishwara Abravit. भगवान ने बोला, ईश्वर अब्रवीत. He has spoken to them. Before that, he did not speak. When he brought cow and horse, he just kept and asked them, "Ab dekh lo karke." They outrightly rejected. Then he did not think say further anything. But at this time, when he brought it, when they said Sukrutam, then he grasped from their facial expressions their words. What did he grasp? Ki ishtam asam idam adhishtanam iti matva. Idam adhishtanam, this human sharir adhishtanam, asam, for all these devatas, ishtam, seems that they have liked it, they have loved it. Having understood this way, matva, iti matva, having understood, accepted that way, sarvehi swayonishu ramante. Sarvehi swayonishu ramante. Everyone revel, being what they are. Therefore, he said, Ataha yatha ayatanam. Yasya yat vadanadi yat vat yat yes, vadanadi kriya yogyam ayatanam tat pravishata iti. So everyone revels from where they have come to go back. So each of the देवता, therefore he said, देखो जिस पुरुष योनि से तुम आए हैं विराट, ऐसा वाला पुरुष शरीर मैंने बनाया. And then everyone likes their own yoni or the ayatanam. Therefore कि अतः यथा आयतनम यस्य यस यद वदनादि क्रिया योग्यम आयतनम. तो जिन जिन देवताओं को अपने अपने क्रियाएं करने के लिए योग्य है, उन चीज में आप प्रवेश करो इन दिस गिवन ह्यूमन शरीर. याद रखना, When some people enter into a hotel, everybody doesn't go so in one hall. Whichever the rooms that are allotted to them, they go there only. Like the children when they enter school में, then first they stand for the prayers outside. घंटी बजते prayer होने के बाद कहाँ भागते हैं सब? Everybody runs, but to each one their own respective classrooms. है ना, 10th क्लास इधर है, 8th 9th इधर है, तो अपने अपने कक्षा में ही जाते हैं. So too in a ideal Hindu Indian office, when all the staff come and pray before they enter into the office at 9 a.m., after the prayers are over, the accounts वाला अकाउंट में जाएगा, एडमिन वाला एडमिन में जाएगा, पेंशन वाला पेंशन में जाएगा, अदर वर्क वाला अदर में अपने डिपार्टमेंट में जाते हैं. So too in cricket field, when they meet together as fielders, once they disperse, then बॉलर बॉलिंग पे लेंथ पे जाएगा, कीपर कीपर की जगह पे, स्लिप वाला स्लिप में जाएगा, बाउंड्री गार्ड करने वाले वहां जाएंगे. इधर other people in their respective places. In the same way, not that these devatas are forced to, or they themselves forced to get chaotic in entering into one place. No, each one in that beautiful complex of human sharira are having, they all have been given the best places to stay. So exactly there only they went. Before they went in going, परमात्मा ordered them. आयतन तो दे दिया ना, हाँ, तो जिस जिसको जो जो सूट करता है अपने योनि को या कर्म को याद करके go and settle there, he ordered. That is the last line of the second mantra. Third mantra, ta abravit yatha ayatanam pravishata iti. As suitable to you all, you enter. And they were dignified. They did not quarrel with each other, try to grab others' accommodation out of sheer jealousy or competition or comparison. No, just looked at what is correct for them, suitable to them, they entered. This is a wisdom. This is a very important common sense wala wisdom where we choose in our life whether things are places to stay or beings in our life who are suitable, capable for us for our evolution. We don't go for the lower one also, we don't covet the higher one also. है ना? मैं साइकिल के भी लिए जाऊंगा, कार के लिए भी नहीं जाऊंगा, क्योंकि मेरे को आता है स्कूटर का. Neither lower nor higher. Intelligent, there's no comparison, there's no fighting. Common sense in life. है ना? I am capable of doing this satsang, बस इसी में रुक जाओ. Need not worry about the higher, bigger things. If the Lord wants, they get done. And need not be lower one also, not doing any of these things. In that way, without comparison, contrast, fighting, each one knowing what's their capacity, they entered. Okay. Tatha तथास्तु इति अनुज्ञाम प्रतिलभ्य ईश्वरस्य. थर्ड नहीं, फोर्थ मंत्र के लिए भगवान आदि शंकरास भाष्य वी आर स्टडी. संबंध भाष्य तथा अस्तु इति अनुज्ञाम प्रतिलभ्य. So each one selected a place and they said, I want to go there, I want to go there. Oh Lord, what do you say, what do you say? Bhagavan tathastu करके he went, gave anugnya to every one of them. तथास्तु इति अनुज्ञाम प्रतिलभ्य ईश्वरस्य. And then how? Nagaryamiva bala adhikrutayah. Just like into the nagari, the bala and adhikrutaha. Bala is army. Adhikruta is a differently positioned people in the army, other than the army, all other particular professionals. Don't they enter into their own respective colonies and allotted quarters, etc. Like government ने सोचा government officials को accommodation दे. Then big land is taken, 100 acres, then it is made. Then to each of the different departmental people, they are given different places, quarters, depending on their requirement, their nature, their position. Then they are given those चाबियां वगैरह. अब इस दिन जो है ये आपका हवाला किया जाएगा. फाइनल टचेस के बाद the prime minister or somebody will inaugurate them, entry of it. So he has inaugurated, then each one goes to occupy the allotted place for them. So the LIGs are there, the MIGs are there, the HIGs are there. different groups are there, very high income grade, पोजिशन के हिसाब से. So here also तथास्तु इति अनुज्ञां प्रतिलभ्य ईश्वरस्य नगर्यामा व बलाधिकृता. So to the bala, the army वालों के आर्मी कॉलोनी होता है ना, डिफेंस वाले. In Delhi, if you see, you all have this defense colony is there. If you go to Noida, again there is army का अलग है, air force का अलग है, navy का sectors अलग है, 51, 52, all naval वाले वो रहते हैं, है ना. 31 में एयर फोर्स वाले, 27, 29, 30, all these army and अलग अलग. So too the other people, the teachers colonies are there, the doctor colonies are there everywhere, chartered accountants colony, अकाउंटेंट एजी कॉलोनी बोलते हैं यहाँ, अकाउंटेंट्स, अकाउंटेंट जनरल कॉलोनी. सो मेनी, है ना. पहले ऐसे ही होता है, वो उनको ब्राह्मण अग्रहारम कहते हैं. ओनली ब्राह्मण स्टे देयर, इट इज देयर प्लेस. क्षत्रिय आवास, ऑल द क्षत्रियस, द वैश्य कम्युनिटी दे, बिकॉज दे कैन जेल विद ईच अदर ना. वो ब्राह्मण को जाके शूद्र के यहाँ लगा दो, दोनों को डिस्टर्बेंस. ये मंत्र बोल के उनको डिस्टर्ब करेंगे, ही विल मेक ऑल नॉनसेंस नॉनवेज एंड ही विल डिस्टर्ब हिम. सो ही शुड नॉट बी. एक एक को अपना अपना है कि नहीं. एवरीवेयर इट इज सो. Even in a college, the chemistry department little far away it has to be, because the smells odors come that disturbs others. The biology department में जो experiment अलग होना है ना. the mathematics department its positioning अलग अलग जगह पे होते हैं वो. एक हॉस्पिटल में भी इमरजेंसी वार्ड 10th फ्लोर में नहीं रहता, वो तो फर्स्ट ग्राउंड में रहता. डर्मेटोलॉजी 10th फ्लोर में, कोई जल्दी नहीं जाओ वहाँ, है ना, इस तरह से. So when he has permitted them, granted permission, like all the different departments, people occupy their respective accommodations and residences. That is what bala adhikrutadayah nagariyam iva. नगर में जो अपने अपने बल को, अधिकार को रख कर दिए जाने पर लोग ऑक्यूपेशन करते हैं जगह को, सेम. So too in a big sabha also, each one is allotted depending on their rank and position, the seating positions. Everywhere ऐसे ही होता है. So they all, what have they done then when Bhagavan said, जाओ अंदर, then in the fourth mantra, who has become what and have entered into which bhaga, sharira bhaga of human being, that is all mentioned in this fourth mantra of this Anuvakam. This we will see tomorrow. Then in the fifth mantra में अशना पिपासा also पूछते हैं, भाई हमको कहाँ रहना है. So Bhagavan says, I can't give you a special accommodation, so I'll merge you with these only. So all that portion tomorrow we touch it. Then we conclude this with the second khanda, and we may begin even the third khanda also tomorrow. Thank you. Om 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 Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Brahmarpanamastu. Yes, friends. 2 minutes wait for our Yoga Darshana class. Join after 2 minutes.